Toasty.
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 It's just one of those things that sounds fake, right?
Yep.
It's totally toasty.
Toasty.
So yeah, for a hot minute when I was a wee little self, I was a little obsessed with Milo from Atlantis, I guess.
Yeah.
But that was years ago.
What?
But that was years ago.
Yeah. And in my case, I didn't really have that phase because I wasn't born yet.
But funny enough, I never saw the first movie.
Oh.
I only seen the second one.
Ah, yes. The direct-to-video, quote-unquote, second one that was really just the mummified, reanimated corpse of a canceled TV show.
Yep.
Funny how, if I had a nickel for every time Disney restitched and reorganized one of their TV shows into a movie, I'd have 2 nickels, which isn't a lot, but it's weird that it happened twice that I can think of.
But what's the other time?
Moana 2.
Cinderella 2, Belle's Magical World.
Oh yeah, that. How could I forget?
I think Cinderella 2 might have been. I can't say for sure, but it feels like it was.
I know for sure. Okay, hang on. I do know for sure that. Hang on. Okay. Yeah, I do know. Son of a bitch, my brain is just fucking fried. Yeah, I do know for sure that Belle's Magical World was.
Fair.
Yeah. And...
I don't know, it just feels like Cinderella 2 was as well.
I haven't seen Cinderella 2, if I'm going to be honest.
I mean, it's basically 3 short stories.
Oh. And, well, I haven't seen Cinderella 3, but I do know the one scene. I forbid you to take another step down these stairs. Okay. Jumps out the fucking window.
You haven't seen Cinderella 3?
Nope, other than the one scene I just referenced.
That was the one scene you just watched.
Yeah. Listen, the threequels that I have seen are quite iffy.
Spider-Man 3.
Pirates of the Caribbean 3.
Rush Hour 3.
Yeah. Shrek the 3.
Shrek the 3.
Shrek the 3.
Spider-Man the 3.
Spider-Man the 3.
Hey man. Hey man.
Man.
Man. Man. Atlantis the 3.
Yeah. Hey, be careful. If we start loving this movie too much, Disney might actually say, let's make Atlantis the 3.
Move the glow.
Move the glow. Funny, because they are doing a new Inspector Gadget.
They are?
Yep.
When?
I mean, it's still, like, it just got off the ground. I don't think we're going to hear about a release date for a while.
I mean, I heard, like, they were trying to find someone to do it for like, over a decade.
Oh, yeah. Because, I mean, not knocking Matthew Broderick when I say this, but like I just don't see him doing it ever again.
Move the glow.
Move the glow. I mean, funny that I say that. Oh,
Buttons.
buttons. I mean, funny I say that because who they got for this new Inspector Gadget was Will Ferrell.
That would have been crazy.
Yeah. Well, anyway.
Press the select or enter button.
Press the selector.
Or enter button.
Pre-
Button.
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 Butthole.
I like how it's just him saying button normally, but it's in his voice, so it's like button.
Yeah.
Button.
Button. Yeah.
Button. Jesse, press the button.
Press the button.
Press the select or enter button.
Press this. The butt.
I will be there to help you, so don't be surprised.
Don't be surprised.
Don't be surprised.
Even though that's typical Inspector Gadget line delivery, something about the line delivery here.
The fucking DVD menus, right?
Yeah.
A lot of Inspector Gadget
Yeah.
teaches you how to use YouTube poop. Inspector Gadget teaches you how to use a broken DVD.
Yeah. Inspector Gadget teaches you how to evade taxes.
This button will take you to a new menu.
A new menu.
Yeah.
This button.
Gadget here.
Gadget.
Welcome to the main menu of this Discord app.
We laugh at the dumbest shit.
Inspector Gadget teaching you how to use Discord.
Yeah.
This button will take you to a new menu of your direct messages. So don't be
a new menu of your direct messages.
This button, but will take you to a new menu of the server you want to go to. I'll be there to help you. So don't be surprised.
Don't be surprised.
This button will take you to a new menu where you're covering with someone to hear.
Jeez. So stupid.
This button will kick Jesse out of the call.
Oh. Well, props on that comedic timing. No. Anyway. Oh.
You gotta know it's funny though, right?
I mean, it was fun. Hang on. I froze on my end. There we go.
This button will kick Jesse out of the call.
The call.
So don't be surprised. The call.
The call.
And Milo's return.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that is what we're. Well, not. Whatever.
Atlantis, the Lost Empire.
Is. Well, it is, but it is also a 2001 American animated science fiction adventure film. Probably the second most normal combination of words we have heard in a while.
Can we speak through this?
Directed by Gary Trousdale and Kirk Wise. Side note, the word Kirk has basically just been forever ruined for me over the last almost a year. Or enhanced, depending on how you want to look at it.
I mean, Kirk Cameron.
Yeah.
What would he do?
Not Kirk Cameron. Not Kirk Cameron. The other Kirk who. Yes. Anyway.
You mean Kirk from Star Trek?
No, Charlie Kirk.
Oh, he's your favorite, right?
No. I walked right into that.
Is he the one who died?
Yes, which. Yeah. I don't know where.
Go ahead.
I don't know where the hell I was going. Well, actually, not what I was originally going to say, but I love how their kids basically just disappeared the moment Erica just started going on her like WrestleMania tier tour.
Continue.
Yeah. Besides
Let's
that.
speed through.
Yeah. Besides that. Yeah. Besides that, basically speaks for itself. Anyway. Produced by.
Yeah.
Let's speed through this, but first.
I mean, we need to get all the usual stuff right out of the way.
Well, I mean, yeah.
This is Wonder.
Yeah.
This is Wonder After Dark too.
Anyway, this is a 2-year-old. I don't even know the fuck anymore. I think. Anyway.
Yeah.
Shut up. Fuck it. Suck me sideways and call me shorty. I'm at the most fuckable stage of my life, and the only thing I'm fucking is stupid. Anyway.
But will I elaborate further?
No, said enough. Anyway.
No, said enough. Not because I said enough. Just no. Said
because we've becussed enough. Anyway. Produced by Don Hunt, and written by Tab Murphy. It was produced, of course, by Walt Disney Feature Animation, aka we used to make movies on par with Lilo and Stitch. Now we make movies on par with your Disney Plus subscription. It, of course, stars.
I heard Hoppers was really good.
I mean, that was Pixar, but yeah, it was really good. I know I just made my... Oh.
The only times Pixar has made bad movies are Cars 2, Toy Story 4,
yeah,
and Lightyear 1.
Yeah. Okay. People call The Good Dinosaur bad, and like, I don't think it's bad at all. I just think it's fucking boring.
Yeah. Anyway, continue.
Yeah. But that's a time for another story. Anyway. Of course stars...
Yeah.
This movie film, of course, stars Michael J. Fox, James Garner, Cree Summer.
He was Milo?
Apparently.
Yeah, that's a pretty...
Yeah.
I thought it was someone else. But anyway.
Yeah, anyway.
What do you got scheduled for tomorrow?
I don't know quite yet.
I know the perfect one for you. The Avengers.
I'm just going to assume you mean the one I've actually seen and that you're not pulling a fast one on me and actually mean the British Avengers.
Oh, no, we're doing the Avengers where Sean Connery is in the fucking teddy bears. It's the British movie. It's a movie about the British version of the show.
Oh.
And it's really bad. It's really bad.
Oh no, not another bad movie. Not a Norther.
Imagine that as the same title as the Avengers.
Funnily enough, it's this exact reason why the movie was let me try that all over again. Funnily enough, it's this exact reason why Marvel's Avengers was retitled in the UK to Avengers Assemble.
Damn.
Anyway, James Garner, Cree Summer, Don Novello, Phil Morris, Claudia Christian, Jacqueline O'Braders, Florence Stanley, David Odigan Steers, John Mahoney, not to be confused.
Wait, David, he was John Machuquito.
Yep. Yep. That's a big ol' yep. Anyway. John Mahoney, Jim Varney, Corey Burton, and Leonard Nimoy.
Oh, Spock was in this movie?
Considering...
I mean Leonard Nimoy, right?
Well, now that I see his face, yes. I couldn't put a name with the face, but now that I see the face...
How do you not know Leonard Nimoy, Mr. fucking Star Trek fan?
My brain farted and I've just been seething all morning. My brain is fried.
Damn.
Anyway, as we all know, set in 1914, this film follows young linguist Milo Thatch, who gains possession of a sacred book which he believes will guide him and a crew of mercenaries to the lost city of Atlantis. Now, he should be lucky that it was the book to Atlantis and not the Necronomicon, or otherwise this would be a very different story.
It would be First Wave. Stay tuned.
Yep. Anyway, it premiered at the El Capitan Theater June 3rd, 2001, and released everywhere else June 15. June 152000. What? Fuck you. Anyway, it had a budget, had a budget between 90 to 120 million. Let's just round it up to 120 million. It made 186.1 million.
Oops.
Oop. Maybe not a colossal oops, but still an oops. I've heard worse oopsies.
Oopsie poopsie.
Oopsie poopsie. This one wasn't really diarrhea oopsie, it was more so fart at an inappropriate time oopsie.
Now, what about the production?
Well, I'm getting to that. So, the idea... looks to be at least a little detailed. Anyway, the idea was conceived in October 1996 when Don Hahn, Gary Trousdale, Kirk Wise, and Tab Murphy lunched at a Mexican restaurant in Burbank. Having recently completed The Hunchback of Notre Dame, the producer, directors, and screenwriter wanted to keep the Hunchback crew together for another... The Hunchback Crew. That is an amazing band name. Anyway, that crew together for another film with an Adventureland setting rather than a Fantasyland setting. Adventureland, the hit movie that nobody remembers. Stay tuned. Anyway, drawing inspiration from Jules Verne's Journey to the Center of the Earth and 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea, they set out to make a film which would fully explore Atlantis, compared to the brief visit depicted in the novel, while primarily utilizing the internet to research the mythology of Atlantis. The filmmakers became interested in the. Oh God, I'm gonna butcher this. I promise English is my first language. The clairvoyant readings of Edgar
Atlantis.
Atlantis, indeed, and decided to incorporate some of Edgar's ideas, notably that of a mother crystal which provides power, healing, and longevity to the Atlanteans, into the story. And side note, so we're on this planet in the third dimension, right? Which is a launch pad to all the other dimensions below and above. These wizards are taking drugs in these temples and interfacing with these palantirs, these crystal balls, which are not really crystal balls because they're psychic focus of an interdimensional connection while they're on drugs, looking at a glass, to then be able to see the future, to give them to see the future, to give them temporal power over this planet. So anyway, they also visited museums and old army installations to study the technology of the early 20th century.
Jesse,
What?
was that what this movie completed?
Was what?
What you just said about the crystals.
No. I just felt like hitting you with a fun fact.
Anyway.
Yeah, anyway, enough of me proving that I should have been institutionalized at least 2 years ago. The filmmakers wanted to avoid the comment, you bastard. Grit ball. Anyway. Avoid the common depiction of Atlantis as crumbled Greek columns underwater. Another amazing band name, said Wise. From the get-go, we were committed to designing it top to bottom.
Yeah.
Let's get the architectural style, clothing, heritage, customs, how they would sleep, and how they would speak.
Yeah.
Shut.
Yeah.
So we brought people on board who would help us develop those ideas.
Yeah.
The ideas.
Yeah.
Shut up.
Yeah.
Art director David Goetz stated,
Yeah.
we looked at Mayan architecture, styles of ancient, unusual architecture from around the world, and the directors really liked the look of Southeast Asian architecture. That is a lot of architecture.
Yeah.
So anyway, Lara Croft Tomb Raider, anyway.
Yeah.
The team later looked at other architectural forms, including Cambodian, Indian, and Tibetan. Did I say that correctly? I don't even know, and I don't care. Works.
Yeah.
Han added, if you take and deconstruct architecture, how many times are you going to say the word architecture?
Yeah. How many times am I going to say the word yeah?
This really is my personal hell.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, if this was a TV show, like a scripted TV show, this would be like halfway through the season where the protagonist starts to realize how much of a simulation they live in.
So basically, WandaVision.
Basically, anyway.
Yeah.
If you take and deconstruct architecture from around the world into one architectural oh my God!
What?
Just how many times the word architecture or some variant of it has been said in the last...
Architecture. Architecture.
I am a fucking architect. I'm just stuck selling shit furniture because someone won't get off their fat fucking ass and help. Anyway.
Architecture.
That's what our Atlantis looks like. The overall design and curricular, or circular, god damn, I just misread the word circular as curricular. Somebody please shoot me already. Layout.
Architecture.
of Atlantis were also based on the writings of Plato.
Architecture.
Arkham Asylum and his quote, "In a single day and night of misfortune, the island of Atlantis disappeared into the depths of the sea."
Hey, Jesse, guess what?
Oh, God.
Think of architecture.
Arkham Tech. Also, the sea. That reminds me of the hit show, The War Between the Land and the Sea, that they said was coming to Disney Plus in early 2026, and then it never did. Stay tuned. Anyway. The crew wore
architecture.
The t-shirts, which read Atlantis, fewer songs, more explosions, due to the film's plan as an action-adventure, unlike previous Disney animated features, which were mostly musicals. Architecturally stick a knife up your ear. Anyway.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, I am not reading the entire rest of this. It is a novel.
Damn. What was that motherfucking reception?
Well, I was getting to that. Scroll down here. Okay. Before the film's release, reporters speculated that it would have a difficult run due to competition from Shrek and Lara Croft Tomb Raider. They were right.
Stay tuned. Lara Croft Tomb Raider.
Yep. They were right. Anyway. Also funny that 1 month later, Shrek was still going strong. Anyway, regarding the market's shift from traditional animation and competition with CG films.
Yeah.
Sex. Anyway, it received mixed little God.
Yeah.
You know, when James's silly little game comes out and it's inevitably a button mashing rage game, you might actually see me crack something in half on camera.
Oh.
Anyway.
Architecture.
Mixed reviews from Critictecture. Many of whom criticized the story. The story, on Rotten Tomatoes, 48% of 144 professional critics have given it a positive review. The average rating is 5.5 out of 10, 0 to 15, 4. The consensus reads, Atlantis provides a fast-paced spectacle, but stints on such things as character development and a coherent plot.
Yeah.
I'm convinced some of these critics just don't actually pay attention to the movie because the fuck you mean? The fuck you mean? Like, I was able to follow the plot.
The fuck you mean?
Yeah. I wonder what the 2001 equivalent of looking at your phone in the movie theater would be. Anyway.
I imagine it would be like... It's just like fidgeting with your fucking phone.
Yeah. Anyway. Metacritic score 52 out of 100 based on 29 reviews from critics, indicating mixed or average reviews, 0 to 50 and 4. And then Cinema Score gave it, consensus gave, god damn it, Cinema Score gave it the average grade of A on the A+ to F scale. While critics had mixed reactions in general, some praised it for its visuals, action-adventure elements, and attempt to appeal to an older audience.
Yeah.
Oh, there's Roger Ebert. I was wondering when Roger Ebert would Roger all over this Ebert. Anyway, Roger Eberted it a 3.5 stars out of 4, praising the animation's clean, bright visual look and the classic energy of the comic book style. I don't really see the comic book comparison, but okay. Crediting this.
Well, at least you liked it.
I mean, yeah, at least. Anyway, crediting this to the work of Mike.
I mean, Roger Ebert also likes scary movies, so.
Yeah, so. Anyway. Gave particular praise to the story and the final battle scene and wrote, "The story of Atlantis is rousing in a way in an old pulp science fiction. I am so goddamn tired that I nearly forget about it. Anyway,
You're crashing out in real time.
bitch, my brain is blue screening in real time. Anyway, but the climactic scene transcends the rest, and stands by itself as one of the great animated action sequences. There we go. Fuck everyone. In the New York Times, Elvis Mitchell gave high praise, calling it a monumental treat, and stated, Atlantis is also one of the most eye-catching Disney cartoons since Uncle Walt institutionalized the four-finger glove. The way I could just see Grandpa Simpson fading into my head reading that. And then internet film critic James Berardinelli, that person, wrote a positive review, giving it 3 out of 4 stars. He wrote, on the whole, Atlantis offers 90 minutes of solid entertainment, once again proving, god damn it, while Disney may be clueless when it comes to producing good live-action movies, they are exactly the opposite when it comes to their animated division. Some things never change, it seems.
What about home video?
Oh, yeah. Well, I was seeing if I could find a negative review before I get to, because I feel like... Oh, there we go. You know what? A negative review. Rita Kempley of the Washington Post panned the film, calling it new-fashioned but old-fangled hash, and wrote, ironically, Disney had hoped to update its image with this mildly diverting adventure, yet the picture hasn't really broken away from the tired and true format spoofed in the far superior Shrek. I mean, that wasn't as bad as I thought it would be, but also, what the fuck are you trying to say?
That's like comparing apples to oranges.
It's like what Scott the Woz about the... It's like what Scott the Woz said about I think it was the God of War Collector's Edition. Ooh, you bought the PS5 Collector's Edition? Here's a skin for your PS4. Thanks for buying a new car. Here's a fucking butter churn, too. Anyway.
What about home video?
I'm getting to that. So, it was honestly pretty short. It was first released on VHS and DVD on January 29th, 2002. During the first month of its release, it led in VHS sales and was third in VHS and DVD sales combined. Wow. Anyway, both a single disc DVD edition and a 2-disc collector's edition with bonus features were released. The single disc DVD included both the widescreen and full screen versions of the movie. while the collector's edition only contained
Contain sick.
only contained the widescreen version, but also contained audio and visual commentary from the team. The team, a virtual tour of the CGI models, an Atlantean language tutorial.
The thing is, it actually has a separate Wikipedia article.
Yeah. I'm.
Clearly, this was obviously a big franchise plan.
Yeah. Like.
They were ambitious. I honestly, okay, just continue because then I'll get my thoughts out.
Yeah. Yeah. Or alternatively, continue before we both crash face first into each other like a deer crashing into a donut shop. Anyway. As I was saying, an encyclopedia on the myth of Atlantis and the deleted Viking prologue scene. Wow. And then finally, both this film and its sequel together were released on Blu-ray on June 11th, 2013. And if I'm not mistaken, because it's actually not listed here, I'm just making sure. Okay. Yeah, I was right. And then this two-movie collection Blu-ray was then re-released in 2021. I'm just going to go ahead and assume for the first one's 20th anniversary, even though there is no anniversary branding to be found.
I mean, it's the 25th anniversary this year.
Yeah. But that basically covers the home video side.
So, honestly, this movie had a lot of ambition.
Yeah.
A lot. Like, they okay, if this movie came out today, critics would be a lot kinder to it. It'd be a lot kinder.
Yeah.
Because this movie is like one of those films that is a cult classic.
Yeah.
But I've never actually seen it.
Yeah.
I've only seen My Lips Return.
Yeah.
But I've heard this movie from some people is either really good or like kind of meh.
I honestly.
What are your thoughts?
Okay, because I, of course, watched it earlier once it was decided upon. It is decidedly so, but hang on.
It is written.
Only
Milo can find it method.
How has someone not done that, YTP, yet?
It is written. Only Milo can find Atlantis. Atlantis.
Oh, it's the stupidest shit that's the funniest. Anyway. As I was saying. But yeah. But I watched it earlier today. And oh yeah, I should probably go ahead and add, no, don't have a copy of it, watched it on Disney Plus. Anyway. I, of course, really like this movie. I wouldn't say it's like the best movie I've ever seen by far, but like, I think it legitimately could have been like one of the like top of the food chain Disney franchises, or even just Disney trilogy if they could only get up to like 3. But of course, it didn't do so hot at the box office, which led to them canceling in quotes, canceling a planned spin off television series. I only say in quotes because look what they did with 3 episodes of that. They also canceled an underwater Disneyland attraction. And they also canceled a volcanic Magic Kingdom attraction, which is probably a good thing because volcanoes kill people.
Anyway, what are your rates though?
But yeah. Oh, but yeah. What I was saying. Honestly, while it's definitely not what I would call like a 6 out of 5, like absolute Atlantia.
Absolutely fantastic.
Somebody please get on that Photoshop now.
Fucking Milo, absolutely.
Yeah, somebody please make that now that I say that. Anyway.
Sort of like AI that fucking shit.
Yeah, but anyway. I would say, though, like, it is a
Pleasure, Janet.
pleasure plant. Shit. Shit your panties. Anyway.
Tomorrow, The Avengers, 1998.
Yep, oh god. Anyway, but I would say it is a solid. You know what? I'm gonna go there. It's a 5 out of 5 Marky Ruffies. Mark.
Oh, really?
Mark.
Really, is that
I mean, in my opinion, yes.
nice? I should probably watch it.
Yeah.
Duh.
Well, of course it makes sense. We follow a really good movie up with a really bad one. Also, the.
Alright,
Let's turn off all our brain cells. Actually, let's see how many brain cells we can kill as quick as possible.
okay.
Oh no. Oh, it's Bober.
I'm not a little boy any longer. You are an old man.
I'm still faster than you.
There may be, but I have armor.
Let's find out.
Die.
Now's about the time to jet off to your Bacta tank.
This is my city.
This isn't the first time I beat you out on a job. There's no shame in it.
You know what that is?
Yeah. I mean, his name is escaping me, but otherwise,
I mean, it's Cad Bane.
yeah.
He actually looks cool in live action.
Yeah.
I knew you were a killer.
Don't toy with me.
Die.
Die.
Don't toy.
You're worried that when Bruce becomes young, he'll want to be Batman again.
I'll tell you right now, there's no way I'm wearing the Robin suit.
Bruce's late nights are over. I'll be keeping him close by me at all times.
Let's get it over with.
You okay?
A side effect of the pit's restorative powers.
I always wondered what you were like at your peak.
Not quite at my peak, but certainly better than I've been capable of in years. The agility, the stamina, everything. It's unnatural.
But you're strong again.
If I stay here, I'll be weaker than ever.
We're leaving.
I gave orders not to be disturbed. I heard him tell you. Where's Race?
I did not want you to find out this way.
Detective. In order to save my life, I called upon Talia to undertake the ultimate act of loyalty. You sacrificed her. Your own daughter. I take it back. You don't cheat death. You whimper in fear of it. Silence! And you hit like a girl.
No! That is the sickest thing I've ever seen. You're creeping me out.
She kissed me.
You
Dude, she kissed me.
Yeah.
Batman homophobic?
Yeah.
Unlocked. How ignorant can you be? There's a guy and a girl. How are they homeless?
Yeah.
Hang on.
Single listed. Oh yeah. Mac salad, fries, thigh, and a leg. This is from Border View here in Champlain, New York. Upstate New York. My favorite part of
Upstate New York.
Upstate.
Nostalgia. Renee. Ben, here's a little sneak peek of what you're gonna.
Oh, Lord.
I know my. Oh wait, no, not that Avengers. This Avengers.
Yeah. Oh, God.
Hello, I'm the nostalgia guy. Remember it, so you don't have to. Guess what? I was looking at the lineup, and it turns out the very next movie I'm gonna review is The Avengers. Can you believe it, right? One of the most hyped up comic book movies of all time. I didn't even know it was finished yet. But apparently, we're gonna take a look at it and see how it holds up. Are you ready? I know I sure am. Let's take a sneak peek at what we're in store for. Alright, a little back. The Avengers is not based on one of the best-selling comic books with some of the greatest superheroes of all time. It's instead based on a British FBI agent and his brothel of alternating hot crumpets. I guess it was sort of like a James Bond meets the prisoner sort of thing, and before I get a million angry emails, no, I've never actually seen the show. But hey, a movie should be good despite the fact if you've seen the show at all. And depending on what I've heard about this film, we're screwed. Let's dive right into The Avengers. We start off with Secret Agent John Steve, played by Ray Fiennes, walking through an obstacle course training him in case everybody in the friggin' world goes fucking blood hungry.
Well done, Steve.
My pleasure.
Macaroons.
A mother.
And who is Mother, you may ask? Well, it turns out that Mother in this movie is a man. Well, not quite that. But he is the head of the Ministry of Elite Intelligence. He's played by that British guy who always seems to be in everything, but you never bother to take the time to figure out what his name is. If you're really ballsy enough to actually say what his real name is in the comments below, fuck you, the rest of the world knows him as that British guy whose name we can't remember. He sent out a message to another agent, Emma Peel, played by Uma Thurman, who's just moseying around the house in her everyday, ungodly expensive Chinese dress. Oh, come on, ladies, we all know you do that.
Please answer the telephone.
Good morning, Dr. Peel. We've scheduled...
Man, that's Thanksgiving, right? Is that
Yeah.
even a real accent?
It sounds so fake to me.
Yeah.
John Speed, Boodle's Gentlemen's Club, 1 hour.
Did they really need to send her a package saying answer the phone? Doesn't that kind of go without saying? If the phone rings, you answer it. You really need to waste the postage to tell her this? What other basic commands do you think she has to be told? Answer the phone.
Answer the door.
Turn off the stove. Open the microwave. Tell Sean Connery it's too late for this film, but he can still back out of the League of Extraordinary Gentlemen. She enters into the Gentlemen's Club, which is most unorthodox.
No women. Not in Boodles. Not since 1762.
Gotcha! She then meets up, and this is probably up now, with John Steve.
Another woman inside Boodles since
1762.
You're not someone who writes about the rule, Doctor. Oh, you mean like the direct rule she was given to meet up with you, even
Father?
Mother.
So as they drive off to meet Mother, you may notice something very odd about the people of London in this movie. There's no people of London in this movie! 20 days later, I've never seen the place so abandoned. Maybe they heard they were building this shithole and evacuating the city to save on therapy bills. So Peel talks about how she was working on a weather shield that was being built as a defense mechanism. The only problem is the research lab has been blown up by an all too familiar face.
You're our chief suspect.
I'm innocent, of course. Why would I sabotage my own project?
Tell us. Do we allow the privilege? Prove your innocence. If you didn't blow up Prospero, find out who did.
Really? You have video evidence that she is the culprit and you're actually gonna let her solve the case? Seems a tad backwards.
You'd like us to work as a team.
You mean I have to trust you?
It's your face that got caught on the video camera, you dumb bro. He should be having a hard time trusting you!
You think Mrs. Peel is dangerous, Father?
All in my report.
Wait. Father. Woman's name is Father. Let me see if I understand this ministry correctly. You have a woman named Father, a man named Mother, a package instructing agents how to pick up a phone, a message telling a woman to meet in a place where no women are allowed, and was likely letting a criminal with hard evidence against her solve her own crime. Does anything in this agency make sense? Everything is totally freaking upside down. Hell, while we're at it, why don't we throw out some more confusing names? Yes, after you have the information, drop it off to Agent System. We'll then drop it off to Agent Brother, right after handing it over to Agent Cat, who will relay the message to Mr. Dog, and Mr. Dog will confirm it with Agent Black.
Agent Black.
Put that as the funny image. That's the funny image.
Yeah, even if it is gonna speed run my existence. Fucking Agent Black. Okay, hang on.
You might have to spoiler it. You know what spoiler images, right?
Yeah, I know how to. There we go. Got it. Jesus Christ.
And just for that, you can put a bonus one, okay?
Yeah, okay.
We'll have two funny images today.
Yeah. Good lord. Agent Black.
I'm so glad things work so sensibly around here.
My theory goes, Mrs. Peel may be ill.
Revenge is a possible motive.
It certainly fits our plan.
It is not only possible, it is essential.
So they talk about what they're going to do to solve the case while sword fighting. Why? Well, see if you can guess.
Artificially created new weapons.
You're a lady of hidden talents, Mrs. Peel.
If you haven't figured it out yet, this whole entire movie is based on one friggin' joke. They're polite. They perform incredibly dangerous stunts and react with a calm, friendly retort. That's it. That's where all the humor in this movie comes from.
Attribute your
My father always wanted a boy.
I can't see the connection.
So did he.
Now, let's take out the fact that this is all based on one joke and a particularly weak one at that, and ask one question. If nobody in this movie becomes passionate or excited about what they're doing, why should we? Why should we care if they make it out of a situation when clearly they have as much energy and drive as Victorian senior citizen Ford? Do they ever become interested in anything? Nope. They just talk politely throughout the entire movie.
Marvelous weather, not for the day to be stuck in town. I think we ought to get away.
Wait.
Yes, just the two of us. Weekend in the country. How about it, Mrs. Peel?
Depends what you have in mind.
Well, I'm a nature lover, so whatever comes naturally.
I'd say they were just right for harvesting, wouldn't you? I would indeed. Indeed, I would.
Maybe making plans for tonight.
Let's go harvesting.
I thought we'd have time for their social,
You
Mrs.
first. After you. Thank you.
Well, let's see if Sean Connery, one of the reigning kings of cool, can spice things up a bit. He plays an ex-agent named Dr. August DeWinter. And the Avengers, which I just realized I never called the Avengers in this movie, nor are they ever avenging anything, have a feeling his obsession with the weather might have something to do with the case.
Oh, yes, the monsoons. We've there's a boy with none to me
about your more pickup lines?
Mr. Steve comes across an unusual sight, a sudden snowstorm, accompanied by Mrs. Peel and her Queen of Narnia cosplay. He then wakes up finding Mrs. Peel attending to his wounds. Does this freak him out at all?
Tried to shoot me, didn't you?
I would never shoot you. Not without my reason.
I remember it clearly, but luckily my trap-shot waistcoat was bulletproof.
Boy, it'd be really cool if maybe they showed us this vest, either being tested out or explained like any other good spy flick. But hell with that ass, we got more bantering to do.
I'm a soul that doesn't take no for an answer.
I think that would depend entirely on the question, Mrs. Peel.
Nursing an infant isn't my idea of fun after all.
Open this particular today. Well, open this particular.
I did find it true.
Yes. Yes, I know what you mean.
So they go to a secret underground company called Wonderland Weather, where they, fuck?
Welcome to Wonderland Weather, here in our London headquarters.
Fuck? When did this turn into the Grateful Dead's teddy bear picnic? I'm sorry, movie. I'm sorry. You can't do that. You can't do that. You can't have nothing but bland characters, bland dialogue, and bland visuals throughout the entire film, and then suddenly.
Yeah, this is.
What the actual... I am lost.
Shit at us.
You all know who I am. I know all of you. But you cannot know one another.
I guess the idea is supposed to be that they're all in disguise because they're such big names, but really? This is the best you could come up with? What happened to just a paper bag over the face, or hell, even a secure video conference? This just doesn't seem like the first logical conclusion to come to.
And in recognition of your work, a generous offer of $1 million awaits you. It's occurring to me while saying these lines that this might be a little ridiculous.
And of course, it is my sad duty to have you, the viewer, decide which one of these shows I should go with. And the first meme to be making its way down the runway, the always popular Christopher Walken from The Country Bears. And of course, we have the always wonderful Dark Hard Reading from Care Bears 2 in Generation. Time for a game of disappearing bears, fantastic. And of course, from the Alaska, Charlton Heston reading that famous line, I want that bear. Very nice. So, which review me would you like me to go with, ladies and gentlemen? You have chosen the always classic. The bear. So the Avengers work their way behind the scenes and, getting in character, aren't the least bit weirded out that there's a bunch of fucking bears walking around.
My God, I must learn Andy Panda and Winnie the Pooh immediately.
Well, looks like somebody's having a bad bear day.
Mrs. Peel.
Movie, will you just look at yourself? That was Uma Thurman in a bear suit jumping off a building. Please tell me somebody at one point finally said, hey, this might be really fucking stupid.
Yeah.
Imagine clipping that, right?
Yeah.
Imagine clipping that.
Oh my god.
Time to pay some request another visit.
So Steve now believes that there are two Emma Peels, which makes the bad guys send out their real serious weapons now. Or are they just bad on this dumb shit? Look out! They come directly from Dr. Wily's! Well, luckily another agent named Alice is there to help them out. Let me guess, her shtick is she's really polite.
Would you please be so kind as to hit the ground?
So they go back to Sean Connery's house where he has a devious plan for them both. He fights off Mr. Steve just so he can let him go and run away, after capturing Emma Peel just so he can
I just realized it's Voldemort, right?
Yeah.
It's Ralph Fiennes, right?
Yeah.
Just gonna sum up how every conversation in this movie goes.
I'm gonna start saying something clever while you...
Finish your sentence.
Gonna run out of cake at this rate.
Oh no, look out, they're playing the stock footage from Mars attacks. So, in a very bizarre way to go, Sean Connery gets stabbed by Mr. Steve and then struck by lightning.
Finally, I've been raptured. Take me away, Jesus. I'll never do another movie like this again.
So London returns to its normal crappy weather, no one is still around to see it, and Ray finds is realizing playing a half-snake, half-sperm hybrid chasing a magical boy suddenly seems like a step up after this movie. And that's the Avengers, what a cup of dick! The sets are dull, the dialogue is dull, the characters are dull, and it all hinges on a dull joke. Everything just seems to be on autopilot. There's no passion or drive to anything that happens. You totally forget you saw it just a few minutes after the viewing. So Avengers, if you really want to avenge something, avenge this piece of shit movie for making us suffer so much. Let's just say it's pretty bad when the God of Thunder, a can opener, and the Jolly Green Giant looks much more plausible than this. I'm the nostalgia crack guy, remember? So you don't have to.
Noted.
Wait, is he reviewing Marvel movies lately?
I guess.
Will a steakhouse cook my steak? Well, first, I'm eating steak. I had kind of a funny question. I just got this steak, and I was wondering if you guys could cook it for me. All right, no problem. Thank you anyways. But every time they say no, the steak gets bigger. I just got this steak, and I was wondering if you guys could cook it for me. Will this place cook even bigger steak? I just bought this steak, and I was wondering if you guys could cook it for me. After taking a close look at the steak, I finally got a yes. Sure. So I went to the back, and they immediately seasoned my meat. Placed in their charcoal grill. Let me give you a bit of that. If the next giant steak gets rejected, I'm definitely bringing it back here. Well, finally, it was spread. They gave us a nice side of chimichurri as well. They crushed the steak. Well, finally, will they cook this massive steak? I just got the steak, and I was wondering if you guys could cook it. It's not outside the kitchen. Will a steakhouse cook?
Damn.
Damn.
Will a steakhouse cook?
Home is awful.
Where's Ryan? He's at 673. Nosh my bollocks there. No, I can just pull you apart, limb by limb, make you tell me. That'd be worthless. Victim always goes in the shops. My son, my family. I'm gonna find him sooner or later. We just skip to the part where you lays one right now. Look at you, putting down a wounded dog. One toe between your legs and they go and make Starlight co-captain. That's got a stint. Touche, William. What are you doing here? Oh, they treat us like playthings, treat us like we're obsolete. Doesn't that make you angry? It does. It doesn't have to be that way. What if? Well, what if we share a different destiny? Scorched earth, shock and awe, blood and bone. In the end, only one of us left standing. Isn't that what you want? Really, more than anything. I look forward to it. Wait, I come in.
Will a steakhouse cook my steak?
Oh, look at this.
Oh. Titty. Butt.
What?
Die.
Bye-bye.
Brats. Will a steakhouse cook?
Freaking icon, right?
Yeah.
I had kind of a funny question. I just got this steak.
When you watch humans compete at swimming, think about this. They're fish. They're like way faster than me. A black marlin can swim 80 miles per hour. I should know, because one of my best bros is a marlin named Loco. He's crazy.
Ooh.
Let that one sink in for a minute.
Look at Fat Elvis. Look at him.
Yeah. Felbus.
Velvet. We love her. Except she didn't actually die. She left.
Yeah.
Soldier boy. Thoughts of American history.
My dad has always taught me to learn from the past, so we don't make the same mistakes again in the future. That's why in school, my favorite subject is American history. I've studied heroes like Christopher Columbus and Andrew Jackson, but now it's even easier for me to learn the new book series. It's the most important events in our nation's history. Learn how a kind doctor founded Bought American to make the world a safer and healthier place. Read about how Soldier Boy single-handedly beat the Nazis. Back when he was still a good guy. Visit Godolphin University in 1965, when it began teaching young supers to use their powers for good, and see how everything changed in 1981, when my dad was born. There's whole chapters dedicated to his childhood baseball team, him fighting terrorists, and how he almost saved Flight 37. I hope one day I can be as great of a hero as he is. Order now and you'll get a one-time 7% discount on your first book. So.
Should be to American customers only.
Yeah.
The boys.
The boys.
I like him young. I joined the kick. What?
What the hell? Oh my god.
Old man Bruce Wayne. What?
Are you freaking kidding me with this place? What is this, hell?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bruce, are you there? Yeah, I didn't know you painted. They're good. Bruce Wayne? Bruce? So there's like bells and everything. If I just we don't need bells. You understand how servant bells work? Those are all the bells that ring up all the other pieces. Downton Abbey in your universe. Downton Abbey. Jane and Bucky families. There. Right. At some point, probably someone told you if you went back and changed the past, you're creating a branch guy, right? So, present, future, yeah. Not just one way. That's not how that works. You go back and change the past, you create. You put yourself on a strip of spaghetti. Future, past. Retro goes. It goes both ways. Actually, it goes ways. Makes something do it.
Does he?
The Flash.
Okay, but in an ontological paradox model, there's not exists in the last 50 years is a fact.
Man.
You
I'm man.
Hear me out on today's custom idea. Have you guys seen the Yeah. It's an older me, but I had an extra key and Hasbro because of the Travis Batman customs. What am I doing? It's actually super easy. You just gotta take the ears off and make them go balls. One ears off, and I'm not gonna lie, it's kind of satisfying. Those ears are off. It's not bald. Alright, we're bald enough, but we gotta paint the suit back to black. We're not doing that new color. You guys keep saying I'm destroying figures for views. Look, I'm 15. There's a restoring it to its OG color. I'm 6.
Oh, him.
Alright, we're back to all black. Just the official, You are.
It came! It finally came!
You are.
You're an exhausted mammoth and you finally see what has been following.
Yeah. I'm mad.
God, that's so stupid.
Yeah. I'm mad.
I'm man.
You are.
I'm man.
If there was a Batman. You are. You are.
Man.
There's no escape, Joker. Silly bat. I don't want to escape. I'm having way too much fun. I even have you here to keep a smile on my face. Not for long. Really? We'll see. Ta-ta! Oh, I forgot to say. Just in case you were planning on following me, I've arranged a little insurance. Gordon is on his way to Harley as we speak. Officer Balls.
Jesus.
There it is, right?
Yeah. Man.
Matt? Emma, would you smash?
That's a big ol' smash.
Yeah, definitely. It's real.
Man is now dating many. On this sex fucking calendar man. Is he trying to achieve? Is that Jesus? What Jesus? Using cryptography for during free time. What is this? Would you consider banning you? Why does he and Junkler not pick out? Wait, was Pigman have nothing to do? Is he stoic?
Stoid. Bone. Ham World. Bratman.
You prefer the Riddler or the Reason?
Man, I was man once. They locked me in a room, an irrigation room with the jerker. And the jerker makes me man. Joe. Jesus.
Joe.
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 Oh my god. Green.
Mario is he stupid? Is there a lower reason why Boner has tentacles on it? Shit, Fitz.
I know what sex means, but I won't tell.
The Joker tells Batman a joke. You're Batman.
Mm-hmm.
God damn it. Well, what are you waiting for? Kick the hell out of me and get your standing ovation. Come on.
No, not this time. I don't want to hurt you.
guys belonged in a lunatic asylum. And one night they decided they didn't like that anymore. They decided to escape. And so they made it up to the roof, and there, just across this narrow gap, they see rooftops stretching across town, stretching to freedom. Now the first guy, he jumps right across, no problem. But his friend, no way. He's afraid of falling. So the first guy, he has an idea. He says, hey, I got this flashlight with me. I'll shine it across the gap in the building so you can walk across the beam and join me. Well, the second guy says, what do you think I am? Crazy? You just turn it off when I'm halfway across. Excuse me.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. The
Was
jiggler.
that the jerker?
The jerk. The jorculation.
The jerk. The jerk.
The jerk.
The jerk.
The junk. Jesus. Ah!
My white wife is pretending to be a black. Look at that freaking icon of Bruce.
Yeah.
Can you beat Lego Marvel using only X-Men?
That is the question.
The X-Men are arguably the best group within Marvel, and this is certainly the case for LEGO Marvel Superheroes. The team has a huge variety of mutants and powers. These range from characters as powerful as Jean Grey to less powerful ones such as the Blob. Which got me thinking, can you beat LEGO Marvel Superheroes using only the X-Men? For this challenge, the only rule is that a person at some point has to have been on the team. For example, a character like Magneto would be allowed despite not being a member of the X-Men in this game. Now that we're on the same page, we can hop straight into level 1 where we make our way up towards Grand Central Station with the game. But then for whatever reason, they want me to play as Hulk, which is lame, so we need to find a way around this. Here, it's possible to do something called a mini character launch. This is a common speedrun glitch that will be used a lot for this challenge, so please lock in. It only requires a character that can fly and the Mandy character's red brick. Get in the air and toggle the extra on, and suddenly you're 10 billion feet in the air and out of bounds. Now once in the air, we can fly above the station and hit this transition to move on to the next section. The inside of the building provides us no challenge. Now, we've been on top of the roof where we have to pull these hooks. Unfortunately, none of the main X-Men in this game are able to pull off this move, so we are forced to go for a bit of a stretch and use Toad. He has teamed up with the X-Men before and is a mutant, so we'll count it. From here, our frog-like boy doesn't have two tungsten section. Now we have to take him out relatively casual with an ending move from Colossus. The second level of the game takes us over to the Baxter building where we find Doc Ock and have to catch him. Now we're with the first Cap shield panel, which will make the game much harder because, as you know, Captain America is not an X-Men, and these require the use of Captain America. But it is no match for the good old height glitch. There's yet another strange transition that we were able to find with a lot of speedrun review and luck. Now we are still chasing the 8-armed scientist on the roof. This can be done with relative normality. Then we are confronted with the Mr. Fantastic panel, so we have to find yet another transition, which is rather difficult and totally didn't take me forever. We did it and move on to the next section. At this point, I was fed up with this level and immediately just did the height glitch to get behind this billboard where I hoped there was a transition and my prayers were answered. Octavius can be decimated by pretty much any duo of X-Men, and this level is over. On to the third level of the game, where we can use the stick to bypass this tech panel. There's another double pulley hook, so we're forced to go out of bounds. After that, we make it to the mini Green Goblin fight where you shoot him once and he runs away. You can destroy the elevator, which you just have to fly up. Then double hook, so we have to go out of bounds and make it to the end of this hallway where you just have to pull this lever and pull this hook with following room, where we can fly past most of this bogus. But then I got stuck by a camera which would shut down this lever needed to progress through the level. I wholeheartedly thought Mystique was going to be able to just get past these, but I was wrong. Fortunately for us, there is a trick where if you play both characters at once, I can activate the hooks, and for whatever reason, the camera has a lapse in judgment, so I can simultaneously pull the lever. Now we can just climb the ladder and move on. After making it down this hall, I meet another double pulley, which obviously means I need to get out of the map. I return back to the Venom boss fight, where I can fight him normally. This, of course, is to another one of these goes out. So, yeah, map and looking for a tiny transition that will end the level, which looks like this. Level 4 of the game is really easy and takes place at the raft. It can actually be done mostly casually, which is a blessing. To defeat the leader, you need to blow up these random combustible items around his head, which you can do by just spamming Gambit's cards. Then using the blob, I dropped Abomination into the Shadow Realm, and Power Surged Whiplash. Then we go to the elevator fighting Magneto and Sabretooth, and make it outside of the raft. Bad news for us, things are about to get dicey. So no matter what, we're going to get locked in as Hulk for this fight against the Dookie Pookie. But technically, in the Ultimate Comics, Hulk joins alongside the X-Men and is recognized as a member of the team. This means that Hulk is fair game for the challenge and legal to use. This also means that I wasted like 15 minutes earlier trying to hit that skip on the first level. Who cares though, because all the levels are able to be completed so far. Level 5 takes us to Stark Tower. This is one of the more interesting levels. We immediately have to go out of bounds with Phoenix and get behind this door to progress. But this time I have to get both characters behind the door so I can hit both of these buttons. Then in the next part of the level, it can be done as normal. We get to this part where we have to deflect lasers to get to this door, which means we have a good use for Emma Frost, who actually is able to deflect beams, but only when she's in her diamond state. In the next room, we can just skip to the chase and use Cyclops to break this gold wall, and go up the elevator, which takes us to the Aldrich, Killian, and Mandarin fight. There is nothing hard about this fight, but at the end there is a section where we have to use all the Iron Man suit to defeat the Hulkbuster. And Iron Man is an X-Men, so we need to find a way around this. Fortunately, my dear friend and bald angry man Loki did a similar video with the Fantastic Four, and he had to do a skip where you can just go under the map. From this point there is a silly little transition, which totally didn't take me an embarrassing amount of time to get, and that level is over. At this point, we can just call this how many levels can I complete by hitting out of bounds glitches. We go to the quick pop quiz. What's the next level? If you guessed C, redhead detention, you win, and you're legally allowed to comment Bucky Barnes. If you got it wrong, you can comment as well, as I would never know who's telling the truth. 6th level, where we have to infiltrate a Hydra base. We can fly by the first room and open this door with Beast. Then in the second room, we see Loki, Armanzola, and Red Skull booking it away from us, so I track them down by just flying past the room and using Toad to pull this door for us. This level is great in this challenge because I can just fly through everything until I make it to the Red Skull boss fight. Allegedly, you need to use Captain America and give the redhead fists of freedom. Last time I checked though, Cap wasn't quite a mutant, so we're gonna have to do our own thing. We can once again just clip out of bounds and head over to this balcony area, where I can turn back regular size and impressively hit this transition to conclude yet another successful level. The next level has us going into a portal to Asgard. They do choose our characters for us, but fortune stuff with Cyclops to reveal an electric panel, which finally gives us a good reason to use my favorite X-Men, Storm. This causes the door to open, and now we get to beat up a bunch of Loki henchmen. After that, we get a shot at Loki, and he dips. Now we're expected to crack this wall with Mjolnir. I tried to do this without clipping out of the map, but I couldn't find a way, so we're just gonna have to go back to Old Reliable to get behind the door and through to the next part of the level. This level was decently suited for our mutants, but the level progression was blocked via shield panel, so using totally new tech, we're going to clip into the next section. Now there's a boss fight against the Destroyer, where near immediately we need to use Thor, so I had to look up a transition to get past. This one was a bit tricky, but all we have to do is line up with this symbol and fly forward just past where our shadow goes over this part and spin a bit, and of course we're seeing another double. It's very possible to just fly over everything and make it to the boss fight against the guy trying to beat George Lopez from Shark Boy and Lava Girl. Phoenix and Cyclops make easy work of the floating baby head.
Yep.
Have you beaten the game, by the way?
No.
I mean, like, have you beaten every level, though?
No.
And we ended up in the sea in a bubble made by none other than Jean Grey. Now, here's the only time I will say for this challenge, Jean ruins the whole thing right here. There's a double pulley hook right at the beginning of this section, which we would normally just out of bounds clip past, but we are not able to get through the air bubble for the clip. So, unless there's an X-Men affiliated character with the double pull ability, we are out of luck. I did do my research and found that Spider-Man was actually a teacher for the X-Men at one point, which in the very least makes him strongly affiliated, but technically he was never an actual member. I'm going to allow myself to use him one singular time in this playthrough, because if not, this wouldn't be possible, at least to my knowledge. Comment your opinion down below whether this counts or not. The rest of this level is easy sailing, and we conclude the level by busting into this submarine with Wolverine. We have no problem with level 11 of this game, as it's the easiest level to ever just fly through in Phoenix. Once inside the Statue of Liberty, we do the same thing and activate this staircase with Wolverine to go and fight Mastermind. The game forcefully makes our group Hulk, Wolverine, and Mr. Fantastic. Fortunately, Hulk and Wolverine count as X-Men, so when one of them is being mind-controlled, I just switch to the other and easily defeat the Master of Mind, along with this level. Level 12 has us at Isla Sorna or something like that, and we do a bunch of puzzles the X-Men can easily get past. We kill dinos and make it to what we believe is Magneto. Then Rhino jumps out, so we have to defeat him. For whatever reason, we make a giant pumpkin for him to run into, but once he's stunned, we can't hurt him, as the only one that can hurt him is the Thing. I tried literally every big fig X-Men, and it didn't work. So, as you can assume, we have to do another random out-of-bounds transition, which was genuinely pain for me to pull off. But hey, we got it, and it was a totally good use of 40 minutes. We start the next level off of Earth on Magneto's Space Center. Trust and believe there is a double pull in this room, and we will be going out of the map to hit this transition behind the door. Now we can play through this whole section as normal until I remembered that at the end there's yet another double, and I needed to get outside this door to be able to hit this transition. Now we're fighting the Master of Magnetism. This goes swimmingly until we are forced to hit him with this giant iron using the Man of Iron. So naturally we are going to go for another transition. I can't even tell you how I got this one. I just flew up and it was right there. This means we're on to the penultimate level where we're still on the spacecraft. Using Old Trusty, we get behind this door and progress through this glass tunnel until I get slapped in the face by a cap shield panel. So we just do a high glitch to get to the next part where we bust out this door and fly straight into Doom's quarters. Now we're given the task to fight this big Doom bot, but he, much like Rhino, will only go down by Thing.
Oh my god!
So once again, we're skipping a boss with a hope and a prayer of a height transition. And this momentum will lead us straight onto the final level of the game. This is the most iconic level of the game because it's a giant boss fight where you have to use a ton of different characters against Galactus. So I'm sure you can imagine we'll probably run into a double. Oh my fuck! We can just abuse height and head over to the last area where for some reason the camera doesn't move along with us. We're able to use Polaris, Magneto's daughter, to move this metal and build the Earth to finish off this level. With the completion of that level, it marks 15 of 15 story levels that are able to be completed. If of course you count the use of Professor S. Span. This challenge kind of devolved into me learning all the out-of-bounds transitions within this game, but hey, your boy did it with only X-Men characters. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like and subscribe if you enjoy this style of content. Feel free to leave any challenge recommendations in the comments as well.
New Lego Productions!
Well, the job, the mission, I don't even know.
Is there a new Beluga today?
Stop pronouncing the T.
I don't understand. Anyway.
Yeah, anyway. Plus I'm actually kind of starting to get sleepy now anyway, so.
Well, actually, before we go, what was wrong today?
Okay. To give you the short but descriptive version. Now, because I had recently gotten into the Amazing Digital Circus, which I guess is still a stay tuned, I don't know. Anyway, now my sister, to give context to her side, K-Pop Demon Hunters, which although that is a Netflix original movie, has been not really re-released, but released to theaters on occasion. Anyway, this is like what, re-release 2 or 3 to theaters. Anyway, there was a bit of conflict. Uh-oh. The Digital Circus finale is getting a theatrical showing. Uh-oh. This is also in theaters. One ends Friday, the other Thursday. Anyway, long story short, my mom thought she worked it out yesterday, which left me thinking like, okay, it's a little inconvenient, but you know, it works. Only for today, any semblance of work it out to just be undone. So here we were basically, maybe not intentionally bitching at each other, but bitching at each other.
Bitching.
Long story short, my sister got her end sorted out while I don't. He had no more else water, and that's the end of the story.
So, they are brats that took your spot.
Essentially, I don't even know anymore. Anyway, now,
What do we learn today?
well, we learned that movies about water, even if they don't do so hot, can actually be quite good.
Even if critics don't agree, or even if it was released at the wrong.
Exactly.
Because it was released at a time where people assumed Disney was selling dead.
Yeah. And on top of that, this was its competition.
What, Tomb Raider?
Well, it and Shrek, but yeah.
Well, anyway.
Yeah.
And what we also learned comes with the anyway comes. No, say it again.
Anyway, come back tomorrow night when we avenge you, but British. But will I elaborate further? Nope. Because I said enough, and tomorrow will be tea time. But for now, that's all the time we have for tonight. But always remember, eat your cereal, go to bed, which I will, to be continued. God made you special, he loves you very much. If you do drugs, you go to hell before you die. Good night, and I've seen levels of tired that you wouldn't even believe.
What?
I've seen levels of tired that you wouldn't even believe. Have a day. Oh. So basically, fuck everything. God damn, I'm tired. It is written, only Link can crack open a cold one. Have a day.